Okay, so I just used AI to generate me 1 month's worth of content in just 1 hour for my digital marketing business. But this is what I learned. See, here recently, man, I have been fascinated with a lot of these things that I have been seeing over there on TikTok. And I want to break it down in this video what my advice would be for this, seeing as how I'm somebody that has been helping people see 4-figure weeks and 5-figure months. By the way, my name is Justin Springer. I'm a digital marketer. And, in 2023, I made 6 figures reselling other people's digital products. Fast forward to 2024, I decided to create my own digital product and I made way more money. And now we're rolling into 2025. And I've been coaching a lot of people to change their lives. And I want to kind of share with you. Let's face it, guys, AI is on its way. Actually, I take it back. It is already here, ladies and gentlemen. It is nothing new. And the faster that you start getting the hang of AI and understanding what all it can do and how it can help you, the better that you're going to be. Now, here's the thing. First and foremost, I want to prerequisite this video by saying that if you actually work on your mindset, which is what I always teach a lot of people, if you work on your mindset and you step into just being and not just, you know what I mean, just half-ass in the work, but you step into being the digital marketer and you live, eat, and breathe this shit and you change this mindset, you won't really always have a hard time coming up with content because you're going to understand what it's like to just share your story, your experience, your perspective, your personality, your opinion, all that good stuff. Now, I do respect the fact that AI, though, can definitely enhance and help you grow your business. And it kind of really, it's like somebody that you can talk to because, like, I think a lot of digital marketers, when they get into this business, they don't really have anybody to communicate with because they try to communicate with other people online. But let's face it, not everybody is willing to lend a helping hand online, especially not for free. And so then it's almost like, well, you got to spend money here to get some answers, spend money here to get some answers. And then that you quote unquote supposedly buy a coach, and then that coach doesn't turn out to be like the best thing for you. In fact, I recently just had a client who came to me after seeing 5 different coaches in 2 months, couldn't even generate one single lead. Everybody was telling her her content was bad. She finally broke down and hired me. She gave me a chance. And in less than a week, we got her $1,300, and she's been getting leads almost every other day, or at least every week since we've been working together, right? And I'm talking about in 2 months, she wasn't seeing a single lead, okay? Now, what did I do differently? One, told her content was not all that. Number two, I wanted to give her a plan that was going to put her in action. But then number three, before I kind of go into that really quick, I want to talk about this AI stuff because number three, what I gave her, the information I gave her helps with this AI in a sense. I have been fascinated recently by all these people dropping bots. I mean, I don't want to talk trash, man. I don't want people thinking I'm coming off talking trash, but because I'm not hating on the hustle, but like there's a lot of people on TikTok right now selling these bots, like, just these different bots. I don't know. They got different names for them. And if I call them out, everybody's going to think I'm talking specifically about them. I'll just say that I've been seeing all these bots, right? And it's so funny. The idea was to make a friendly bot that was like your personal assistant. And I think that's really cool, but I still think those bots aren't really set up to be your actual personal assistants. It's like just ChatGPT with a different name on it. And I just think it's funny. But since I saw this, I was like, well, there's 2 things that we need to understand. One, right? AI is here. So you might as well start utilizing AI anyways. But number 2, it's funny because people do struggle with content because they're not working on them. But as much as I say, hey, use AI, like I just utilized AI to even get this YouTube video, right? It's funny, right? Because I can get it like that. And because I did it in order to just, make this video. I also wanted to give you the lesson out of all this. I wanted to give you the lesson out of all this. And the lesson with all this is what I've learned is you still have to learn how to be yourself and share your story. You have to. That's the only way that you're going to stand out. ChatGPT can give you a good rundown. It can give you a good outline. It can give you a lot of examples. It can give you a lot of information. But if you don't know how to tell your story, you're going to eventually just sound like everybody else. I don't even care if you get the upgraded version of ChatGPT. That's not the point. You will eventually start to sound like everybody else, because these content ideas are just, you know what I mean? Like general ideas still. Now they can get a little bit deeper by you giving your story, by you telling it a little bit more about you. It can basically break down some content based around you and what you do. But at the end of the day, if you're not utilizing your story and your personality, then guess what? It's not going to really take off. Here's another thing, and this is what I told her. Your energy is everything. The way you deliver the message is everything. And that's another thing that AI can't recreate. So AI can give you an outline, but you have to be able to utilize your story, right? If you want to stand out and you want to make good money, this is how I've been able to help people see 4-figure weeks, 5-figure months, right? I had one client that just recently did $9,000 in a week. I had another lady that basically went over $40,000 for the month, right? The reason why is because they were being themselves. They were being themselves. These two women are very like abrupt, very hardcore, very straightforward, kind of aggressive when they talk. You can't recreate this, right? It's just them. It's just who they are. It's your personality. If somebody who was soft spoken even tried to act like them, we would see it in a heartbeat, right? So, and then can you bring the energy? Like the lady that basically was like, she made $1,300. It sounded like she was still delivering her message and she was not confident about it. And she said, well, I'm not really confident about it because I haven't really seen any sales. And I was like, okay, but tell your perspective and share your experience and share your story. When we share our story, we light up, we become confident. It's okay. And guess what? That's the other problem. That's the only, not problem. I don't want to use the word problem because it's not a problem with AI. It's just that's the other thing about AI cannot give you. Some of you guys will get these examples off of AI and you still don't know how to deliver the message because it's not really how you would talk or what you would do. So once again, you need to utilize your story, your perspective, and your personality in order to deliver this message. And I promise you, you are going to go farther if you show up like that. Like anybody that I see that are really, really successful, they're just being them. The people that are trying to be somebody else, now you can fake it. There's some people that fake because, they just put their income claims up. So they just, so they don't know what else to do but fake that, right? Like I saw this one, like, I didn't see this lady, but I've been hearing through the grapevine and I think I have an idea who it is. I don't know for sure. Okay. But anyways, I've been hearing through the grapevine that somebody is sitting there saying that their program is creating 8-figure earners. Yo, if you got to lie that hard, like, man, there's no program in the MRR space creating 8-figure earners. Listen, you might have developed your own digital product and later maybe turn that into 8 figures. Maybe, even with a digital product, I still only see, high 7 or mid 7-figure earners, like 8 figures, 8 figures. You do know that's almost $900,000 a month. That's almost like $30,000 a day. I don't know. I don't know anybody in the MRR space doing those kind of numbers, right? Those would be one-offs. I'm not saying there's not some millionaires. I'm not saying there's not some people that are really making some really, really, really good money. I'm not saying that at all. That's why I'm a digital marketer. I still believe in the space. I just don't see too many people making 8 figures with MRR product. And I feel like if you got to lie that hard to kick it, then you don't really have no skills anyways, man. To sell a $500 product, that's some bullshit. So anyways, but back to I was going on a rant, man. I'm just basically saying this, right? So that's what I learned with AI. I still think AI is phenomenal. I still think you can utilize it. I still think it's going to be great. I don't know if you need to buy it. I don't want to hate on anybody trying to sell that stuff, but I just feel like, really? What do you think ChatGPT is for, right? Like, unless you come up with something better that is actually going to post for me, design the post for me, create the actual digital figure for me, and actually go out there and post and everything, I don't need a bot. I already got ChatGPT. But I just want to throw this out there. ChatGPT, AI right now, if you're making reels and things like that, it's going to be good. I don't think people are doing that right now. Like not a lot of people right now, because it's too complex right now for a lot of people. I know there's some programs, but you know what I'm saying for right now. So this is what I highly recommend though, right? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say utilize ChatGPT, but don't be afraid to tell your story, deliver your energy, and do all those things. And yeah, you would be able to go a lot farther than buying this bot and all this. So if you're going to use AI, that's great. If you're going to use AI to create your reels and everything, that's a whole nother level. This video is not for you. But if you wanted to use AI to grow your digital marketing business, the business that you are already in, then I highly suggest that you still incorporate your story, your perspective, your personality, and just let AI basically give you an outline, give you a direction. You utilize your story with it, and you'll go a lot farther. Now, the other thing that I can tell you to do is if you are going to use ChatGPT, make sure that you clear everything, and then you say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. And you go really deep into it. This is my story. This is how I got here, blah, blah, blah. I want you to update your memory with this. And I would like to grow my business. I was looking for content ideas for TikTok because I mainly focus on TikTok or Instagram, whatever you want. What all do you need from me, and what all do you need to know in order to help me out so I can get more of a detailed approach with my content? Because I would like to create content within 3 categories: proof, connection, right, and value. What do you need from me? It's going to ask you some questions. I say you fill those questions out, you give it all back to you, and then guess what? It will drop the 30 days of content like no other. But then you have to go out there and work on you to build you to deliver the value.